You guys came to learn about careers? Yeah. John, do you have a career now?
Yes.
What is it?
Socks with the socks.
He's got his own business.
Or business.
So, here's one way you can develop a career. You can start your own business. Do you know we have a word for people who start their own business? Do you know what it is? What? Somebody had it? Entrepreneur. And the other word is frequently crazy. You have to do a lot of things to start your own business, right? So, John, let's tell them how we started this business.
Yes.
Right? So, how old are you now?
I'm 21.
And what do you do during the day?
During the day, okay.
You forgot. You go to the school, right?
I went to school.
What school?
I went to Huntington High School.
And?
Split time in Wilson textbook room. At Manplings, I'm studying retailing.
Okay, so he's just like you. He's gone through the Huntington school system. Did you ever come to Woodhull?
Yes, I did.
For what?
A summer school program.
So he was sitting in some of the same chairs you're sitting in, right? Now, this is your last year in school, right?
Right.
So John has been talking about what will he do after school, right?
Right.
And what's one of the things you said you wanted to do?
I really want to go out being with my dad.
He wanted to go into business. And so the first thing we had to do was to come up with an idea for a business. Tell him some of the ideas you had.
I really want to open a fun store and a food truck.
We were talking about a food truck,
Right.
and you had the idea of opening a fun store. I have no idea what a fun store would be. But a food truck, that's a good idea, right? Except
Right.
we have a problem.
We can help. I don't know how.
So it didn't seem like the food truck would be a good idea. But then, last November, we had a conversation, right?
Right.
And what were you talking about?
I talk about socks.
Because John has long worn crazy socks, right?
Right.
Are you wearing socks now?
Yes.
What type of socks? Let's see them.
I really on the website. I mean pizza socks.
He's got pizza socks on. So, he said, Dad, we should sell socks. And what I say?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
We'll sell socks. And we came up with the name. What's the name?
Sean's Crazy Socks.
Right? Because he's John, and he loves wearing crazy socks. Right?
Right.
So that's where we got the idea from. And there are three parts to coming up with a good idea for a business. Right? The first thing, you have to have an idea for something that you might like, that you're interested in and you know about. Right?
Right.
You know about socks? He
Yes.
knows a lot about socks because he loves wearing crazy socks.
Right. I wear good socks.
But did you know much about cooking?
Not really.
No, so you do a good job of eating though, right?
Yeah.
I do a good job of eating too. So the food truck wasn't going to be a good idea. You got to find something that you're interested in. And you have to find something that other people are interested in, that people might want, right?
Right.
Do people want socks?
Yes.
Well, you guys are wearing socks, right? Okay. And then there's a third thing, right? You got to have something that you're interested in and something that other people would want to pay money for. And then you have to have something that you can do, that you can figure out how to do to merge what you're interested in and what other people want to do, right?
Right.
Okay. So, it's late November, And we have an idea for John's Crazy Socks.
Right, yes.
And we decided to set up our online store. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a new fancy business term. We were going to set up a minimally viable product. Anybody have any idea what that would be? Go ahead.
A good idea.
Well, yes, it's got to be a good idea. But here's the concept behind a minimally viable product. Instead of planning for 5 years and getting something just perfect, what we wanted to do was just get something up and running because we wanted to see how people would respond. And that's what we did. Now, there's a lot of work you got to do. We had to come up with a logo. Do you like our logo?
Yeah.
Does that guy look familiar to you? Yeah. We had to come up with a logo. We had a name. You have to register your company. So we set up a company. We had to get bank accounts. We had to build a website. We had to get inventory. Do you know what inventory is? What's inventory? Supplies. We had to get. So what were we going to sell?
Socks.
Socks. So we had to get socks to sell, right? John and I, we went looking for socks. That's a fun part of the job, is looking for fun socks.
Right, yeah.
Right. And we opened our store in December. What day did we open it?
December 9th.
December 9th. And did we get any business?
Yes.
Oh, we got a lot of business, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, how did we get business? What do you have to do if you want to run a business? How does people know? We could set up a store, and if nobody knew about it, would we sell anything?
No.
So what do we have to do?
Advertise.
Advertise is one thing, right? We had to let people know. And not just let people know that we have a store. We had to let people know that we had something they could use. Either something they needed or something they would want. And there's a word for that. One word that covers all of that. It's called marketing. You have to let people know we have a solution for your problem. You need fun, crazy socks? We're going to have fun, crazy socks. Right? So this is how we did it. Remember what we did? Where did we let people know about our store?
I was on the website.
Well, we had the website, but also we set up a Facebook page.
On Facebook.
How many of you have ever been on Facebook? A lot of you have, right? How many of you have your own accounts? Yeah, how do you do that when you're under 18? Okay. We set up a Facebook page. And right before we were opening, we decided to make a video of John. All we had was our iPhone. We were driving to school. I drive him to school every morning. And we stopped at the deli on Mill Dam Road. We stepped outside, and John, what did you talk about? You remember?
Yes.
What?
Banana split.
Well, you talked about getting a banana split smoothie, but that doesn't happen. And we just made a little video of John talking about his store. And we shared that with people. And you know what? 30,000 people watched that video in a week. So when we opened the store, we thought we might get a little sale here or a sale there. We had a lot of sales, right?
Right.
That was fun.
Yeah, yes.
But you know what it did? Remember we spoke about inventory? We sold out our inventory. So what do we have to do?
I will have to buy new socks.
We had to get a lot more socks. And then we were shipping our socks out. There's a word for that, right? You place an order online. We got your order, and we had to get your socks and send them to you. We call that fulfillment. Let's say that word together. Fulfillment. Fulfillment. Fulfillment is very important because if people order the socks and we don't get them to them, we're not going to be in business very long. So, we not only sent them socks, what else did we send people? Remember, what goes in every package?
Every package, a headband from me, as to say thank you.
We put a thank you card in every package. What else?
And a sweet, I put a little bit candy.
We put some candy in. We put some Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah.
Remember what else we put in?
Socks.
Socks and one other thing.
Oh yeah, discount.
A discount card. In fact, we put 2 discount cards in because we are really grateful for our customers. We want to let them know that. So we give them a thank you note, we put a little candy in, and we give them 2 discount cards to say thank you. And the next time you order, you get 10% off. Do you know why we give them 2 cards? Anybody? What would you do if you got 2 discount cards? What might you do with them?
Order some socks and get 0.5% off.
You might, that's one thing, but you can only use 1 card.
Give it to somebody else.
Give it to somebody else. Because what do we want to have happen? We want you to love our socks, right?
Right.
And if you do, we want you to tell somebody else. Because that's how we grow our business. We want to do a great job for you. And then we want you to tell other people. Right? So here we are, we got our sock store and we're selling socks. And we're doing good service, right?
Right.
The same day an order would come in, we'd ship it out. So people were getting their socks in 2 days. All across the country. That's pretty good. And if they ordered from Huntington, what'd we do? If somebody was in Huntington and they ordered socks, what do we do?
The socks?
Yeah. Don't you make deliveries?
Yes.
Where do you make deliveries to?
Oh, I go out I go in any houses. I will deliver them.
So every night we would load up our car. What did we put the socks in for local delivery? Remember?
Yeah.
What?
I hate delivery.
Right, the hand deliveries in red boxes.
Yeah.
And John would knock on doors and deliver packages of socks to people. Did you like doing that?
I did.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun doing that, right?
Yes.
And people loved it. Right? Because what are we doing?
Spreading happiness to joy.
We are spreading happiness to our socks. Right? So, we got socks, we got fast and personal service, and there's one other thing that's really important as part of our business. What is that?
Oh.
What?
I sent our packages a whole world.
Well, we're not quite sending them around the world yet. We do send them to Canada, and we're working on sending them to the UK and Australia and Ireland. You've been to Ireland, right?
Yes.
And New Zealand, and we're hearing from people in Norway and Finland and Germany and Lebanon and the Congo. They want John's Crazy Socks. You said you'd go deliver those too, huh? But there's one other part that's very important to our business, and that's giving back to the community. So, we take 5% of any money we make, and who do we give it to?
I give to a down there home.
Well, that's the socks, but who do we give money to?
Sorry.
Okay.
I Special Olympics.
Special Olympics. Anybody know what Special Olympics is? John's a Special Olympic athlete. Special Olympics is for people with disabilities, and they get to compete. In fact, let me tell you about this guy. He made the U.S. national snowshoe team as an alternate, right?
Right.
And his teammate, Leah Mrazak, who is a Huntington hero, he made the U.S. national snowshoe team, right?
Right.
And where's Liam going?
Austria.
Going to Austria. And what's he going there for?
Running a snowshoe with the working.
In the Winter World Games. The World Special Olympic Games. Leah Mrazek from Huntington is going there. In fact, today at the high school, they're having a celebration for him because he leaves tomorrow for Austria. So we give money back to Special Olympics, right?
Right.
And we also designed some special dedicated charity socks. We have some awareness socks. One of them is for
And that's for Down syndrome.
Down syndrome because John has Down syndrome, right?
Right.
So we give money to Down syndrome charities, $2 from every pair of socks we sell for our Down syndrome awareness socks. And what's another one we do?
Autism.
Autism. We have an autism awareness sock. We give $2 from that back to everybody, to 2 charities. Can you think of some of the other charity socks we have?
We have a wheeling museum.
The Whaling Museum. What sock is that?
A blue whale.
Blue Whale. Anybody been to the Whaling Museum in Cold Spring Harbor? It's really a fun place. Maybe we should go on a field trip. Are you busy this afternoon?
Yeah.
It's a good place.
You can't speak whales.
John speaks whale. He made a delivery there and started speaking whale. Right? So giving back is important because everything we do is part of our mission. And our mission is to spread happiness with socks. So we're going to have great socks, great service, and we give back. Because here's a little business secret for you. The more you can do for other people, the better off you're going to be. If you walk around thinking, oh, I just want to make money, your business is not going to succeed. You got to do it for other people. And when you do that, you'll do well. Okay? So we started our business, and these are the 3 things we do, right? Socks, service, and giving back.
Right.
Are you having fun?
I did.
It's fun. It's good, right?
Yes.
So, let me tell you some of the things that have happened. Did we have a good December?
Yes.
We were busy.
Very busy.
January slowed down because people spend all their money at Christmas and they don't spend as much in January. But we were working hard, letting people know about our socks, and people were telling other people. We kept making videos of John because you're the face of the business,
Right.
right? Like, we're doing this video. This is the first time people are seeing me on video. They don't want to see me. They want to see John. And his videos that he made have been seen over 1 million times. We put them out there and people share them, right? And one of the reasons they share them is because, John, now you have Down syndrome, right?
Right.
Does that stop you from doing things?
No.
No. You're showing every day things you can do, right?
Right.
And tell the students some of the things you do on the job, because you do a lot of things. What are some of the things you do?
My job, I brought a hearing, for me,
You write the notes,
and I pick out socks,
helps pick out the socks.
and I go to delivery to post office.
He brings packages to the post office. Remember how many bags went yesterday to the post office? 9 bags that were this big. That's a lot of packages, right?
Right.
Right. So we go to the post office. What are some of the other things you do? Well, you make the videos.
Videos.
You make appearances like this, right?
Right.
Meets with community groups, meets with other people, right?
Right.
You help put together packets. Sometimes do you pull socks for orders?
Yeah.
You learn how to do that, right? And
Right.
that's somewhat complicated. John is a working owner. If you want to own a small business, you're going to work hard.
Right.
What time did you go home last night?
Midnight.
Around midnight.
Midnight.
John's been working hard. right?
Right.
We gotta make sure you get enough sleep, right, buddy?
Yeah.
So let me tell you what's happened. So in February, our business started really picking up. Now, where do we sell from? A store. That's our online store. You can go to our store and buy all the socks you want. We have hundreds and hundreds of socks. When we started in December, do you remember how many socks we had? John, do you remember how many socks we had at the site in December? Did we have a lot?
Yeah.
Well, we had 31 different socks. Do you know how many we have today? Do you know? 700 different socks. Right? And we're growing more and more. And someday, what are we going to be? We're going to be the world's biggest sock store. This guy right here, who sat in those chairs, he's going to have the world's biggest sock store. All because we're spreading happiness with socks. So, here we are in February. Remember February? It was 2 weeks ago. Each day, about 1,500 people came to our site. And we received 50 orders a day. People placing orders for socks. That was pretty good. In 2 months, we were doing a lot of business, right? And then we started getting some media attention. Remember you were on the front page of the Times of Huntington?
Yes.
And some other bloggers started writing about us. And some online magazines. Remember the name of one of those magazines?
Thomas O. Huntington.
Well, Times of Huntington. The Mighty. The Mighty is it's a great magazine, and it's a community about it, and they focus on empowering people with disabilities. They wrote a wonderful profile of John and his business. And then last Saturday, they published a video that they made. How many people have seen that video?
11,000.
Well,
11 million.
now it's 14 million people have seen this video. So last Friday, we had 60 orders. On Sunday, how many did we have? We had 1,000 orders. So we went from 60 to 1,000. This is pretty good, right? But you know what else that means? It wiped out our inventory. Remember those socks we had to get? And the people we had working with John doing fulfillment, they were like, oh, we got to do more. So what are we doing now?
And now we get new socks.
Well, we get new socks to replace the old ones, lots and lots of socks. And we're hiring people, right?
Right.
We've hired a whole bunch of people, including because we want to support people with special needs. So we have John. Are you going to sleep on me?
No. No,
And now we have 3 people who have autism, or on the autism spectrum, working with us. And last night, we hired 3 more people. So we're creating jobs and growing our office. We're going to move to our office, right?
Right.
We met yesterday with a landlord to look at new space, in fact. Right?
Right.
So this is what we do. You can create a business. And if you work hard, you think creatively, and you get good partners. Could I do this without you? No.
No.
Could you do it without me?
No.
That's what a partnership is, right? Do we have a good partnership?
Yeah, Daddy.
It's good. Okay, I've yacked for a long time. Questions?